guys, Happy New Year to every one of us. Welcome to the year 2022 and welcome to the very first edition of News Trends with me in the year 2022. So, my name is Oreoluwa Jan, and quite a number of things have been happening in the country since the beginning of the year. But our focus today is on the death of Olubadan, Olubadan of Adetunji, President Muhammad Buhari's interview with Channels Television, and Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-olu's embarrassing moment with the Chief Superintendent of Police. Please like, share, and comment on any of the stories that resonate with you. So this week, videos circulated on the internet about how a Chief Superintendent of Police openly defied the order of the Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-olu to vacate the Magodo Phase 2 estate area of the state. The CSP told the governor that he and his armed colleagues were at the estate on the orders of the IGP Usman Baba as well as the Attorney General of the Federation Olubadan. Amid a protest by residents, Governor Sanwo-olu arrived at the estate in company with some members of his cabinet. He engaged the CSP, who led the police team on the operation from Abuja, and asked them to vacate the estate. And this happened.
Can you call your superior in Abuja and tell them that the governor is here and I'm the chief security officer and that you don't have any business being in my state right now and that I want you to disengage forthwith from here?
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, sir. I'm not here on my own orders.
That's why I'm asking you to make a phone call and tell them, your superior, that I'm here standing in front of you. Make that phone call.
Thank you, sir. I'm here on instruction of the Inspector General of Police to the AGF, sir. And that is why I'm here. I'm too small or too low to call them. Your Excellency, sir, with due respect, sir, you can call them directly, sir, so that they will ask us to leave the place.
So Inspector General of Police ask you to come?
I'm here on instruction of Inspector General of Police to the AGF, Attorney General of the Federation.
I have spoken to the Attorney General at this moment, so he's not aware that you are here.
Well, we are expecting the call that we should disengage.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yes, sir.
Because when I make the phone call, it will be tougher. If you can call and say that the governor is here in front of you, what should you do?
It is not my duty to call because I'm too low to do that, sir.
Okay.
If you call...
So where are your men?
My men are here. They are all over the estate, sir.
How many men do you have here?
I have several of them, sir.
No, what number?
I cannot precisely tell you the number.
So
now,
even
sir,
if anything happens to your men, you don't even know the number of men?
I know the number of my men I have here.
So what is the number?
We sought for some other people to join us now.
What is the number that you have here?
I'm sorry, sir, Your Excellency, sir.
So you cannot even do an head count of the number you
For the security purpose, I cannot say this is the figure, sir.
So you don't know the number of men?
I know the number, but for security purpose, I cannot say this is the figure, sir.
So you know I'm the one talking to you?
Yes,
you
sir.
You're an assistant, what is you?
I'm a Chief Superintendent of Police.
Oh, CSP?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So pressmen, don't worry. I'll make 2 phone calls, right? One to the Inspector General of Police and one to the Attorney General of Police, Attorney Inspector of the Federation. I have spoken with him this morning, and he says he knows nothing about the fact that they are still here. Very illegal operation. They have absolutely nothing, and I'm the Chief Security of the state. Not even with the Inspector General wrote me, and before I said Jack Robinson, his men are here. They are not from the Lagos State Police Command, like you have said, right? They are not from Lagos State Police Command. It says it's coming from Abuja.
Nigerians have reacted with pity, shock, anger, and disbelief. A tweet from JJ Omojuwa says, "What happened between Governor Sanwo-olu and that CSP should not happen in any state. Beyond politics, boils down to our acceptance of lawlessness. If we want to do this federalism, let's do it. If we don't want to, let's stop pretending. How can you undermine a governor like that?" Fowoshere Espai says, "Same Nigeria where a sitting governor had his security personnel withdrawn and he had to resort to private security, where the airplane of the sitting governor was barred from flying and he had to travel by road. But no wahala, Governor Sanwo-olu should have been more confrontational." Well, people like Fowoshere actually think that if Rivers State Governor Iyaso Wike was actually in Babajide Sanwo-olu's shoes, he would have been more confrontational. Well, let's take a look at this video.
It is important. You can be governor, yes, but you may not be governor. You can be governor, but you may not be governor. Yes, a governor is one that is sworn in, I agree. Having the sworn in, how far? Do you not behave as a governor? that you're expected to do things for your people. That's what you say. You may be a governor by this warning, but you may not be a good governor. I'm a governor, and I'm the governor.
Now, what do you think? Do you think it's about the governor or about the system that allows the governor not to effectively operate as the chief security officer in his state? Now, let's go to our next story. Also this week, President Muhammadu Buhari granted an exclusive interview with Channels TV where he touched on burning issues of security, economy, and politics. On security, the president restated his opposition to state police, saying that it was not an option for addressing insecurity in the country. The president also insisted that the establishment of grazing roads would solve the problem of farmers-herders clashes in the country. President Buhari also dismissed Igbo leaders' plea for the release of the prescribed IPOB leader, Nnamdi Kanu. Particularly, surprise has trailed the president's response to questions posed about the economy. Let's take a look.
Office in 2015, our debt stock at the time was about 12 trillion. Now it is about 32 trillion. Inflation rate was about 9%. It is now sitting about over 15%. Unemployment rate was about 8.19%. It is now 33.28%. Exchange rate was about 197 naira to a dollar. It's way over 400 naira to a dollar. So people will look back, economically speaking, and say, look, before you took over office, some of these indicators were fair, and now the figures are not friendly at all.
Well, I'm not sure how correct their calculations are, but all I know is that we have to allow people to get access to the farms. As I said, we just have to go back to the land.
Go to the farm? Guys, what are your thoughts about this interview? Disappointment, indifference, or thumbs up to the president? 20-10-20 react. Listen to this question, then listen to Buhari's answer. My God, who cursed us? And to our final story for the week. The Olubadan land of Oreoluwa Jan passed on to join his ancestors at the age of 93 years. Amid moves to install a new Olubadan, a former Attorney General of the state, Michael Lano, has said that former Senator Lekan Balogun is not qualified to be crowned as the next Olubadan of Ibadan. In a letter dated January 3rd and addressed to Chief Superintendent of Police Governor, Dana said installing Balogun as king will amount to an aberration and illegality. The lawyer said Balogun, some high chiefs and malice were illegally conferred with their titles by the late former governor of Oyo State. However, members of the Olubadan Council yesterday announced their endorsement of the nomination of High Chief Lekan Balogun as the 42nd Olubadan of Ibadan, declaring that no court judgment will stop him from being crowned. But that's all I've got for you on News Trends for this week. Thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and pass your comment in the comment section. My name is Oreoluwa. See you next week.